everybody, it's your boy Doc Nanners, YouTube host that failed to learn his manners, talking games, entertaining you, and hanging out with the Duck Duck Goose. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lagging Legends Racing Network. And today we are diving into some UTLR coverage. The time is near. It's not just near. Come tomorrow, it's here. We got a timeout called by Evan Helton.
Oh, I was doing UTLR for you.
I know, but I just seen it as a great opportunity. I like it. So the administration of UTLR has made some decisions. I think it was a wise decision too. I completely back it. I completely support it. 2 thumbs up here, UTLR. After what was the debacle of the clash at North Wilkesboro, the what'd you call it, the caution 150 or something like that?
It was a caution 350, somewhere in there. We ran 350 miles under caution.
Exactly. That was rough. That was tough. It was bad. And the administration said that's enough. So what they've decided to do is they have added the Daytona duels to all 4 series in UTLR. It is no longer just a cup event. Coming into the season, they was going to let it be open to everybody in cup, which it still is. But now it is a mandatory thing for all 4 series if you want to make Daytona. They came out, they've said, hey guys, the clash did not go the way that we wanted it to. This is not a representation of our league, and we've got to get time out there, got to knock off the rust. And they said, you know what? We're going to make duels for all 4 series so everybody can get out on the track, get a little bit of time together, and really get this thing ironed out a little bit before Daytona in December. Ducky, what do you think about this change?
I think it's a great change. They gave me 3 more wins.
Well, I like it. You know, Ducky is one of those guys that's going to be out there racing all 4 classes. So it is very possible that Ducky comes out there and swims all around the pond and dominates all 4 series.
I mean, I did.
Man, the guy's so good he couldn't even stay connected. His power was oversurging his phone.
Yeah, my bad. So I planned on already winning the 1 for the cup side, whichever duel I was in, but you want to go ahead and give me 3 more? I'll take it.
Oh, I absolutely love the arrogance and I love the confidence. This dude has been on a tear lately. We don't really do a lot of cross coverage, but we do cover 2 leagues, and this dude in the other league is absolutely BTAing, leading the points, 2 wins on a win streak, and looking to continue in the UTLR duels. Ducky, obviously we got to look into all 4 series. Within UTLR, we have ARCA, we have Trucks, we have Xfinity, and then we have the Cup Series, which in UTLR is really big to be able to offer all 4 series. But there is some rollover in drivers in those series, so it is going to make it really interesting to see how one driver may do good in, ARCA, Trucks. Someone might be doing really good in Cup, and they're all so different. So I know you know a lot of these drivers. You race side by side with a lot of these drivers. Obviously, in Ducky's mind, Ducky's going to go out there and win all 4 of them. But who do you believe is the favorites in all 4 series? So we'll start off at the bottom. We'll go up to the top. We'll start off in the ARCA. Well, who do you believe is the drivers to watch in the ARCA series?
You're looking at him. And by looking at him, I mean you see him in your camera. Doc, you're going to be pretty good at this. I got no doubt in my mind about that. Also, you're looking at the other one too. Whatever car I step in doesn't matter. I'm a threat, and I will show you I can win, and I am going to bring home a championship this year in this UTLR, whatever we want to put them in. I'm going to take home all 4, so you can go ahead and mark me down for all 4. However, what I will say is just some new blood talent we've seen. Tristan, he's shown some promise, especially for Daytona. He's gotten a lot better. Doc, you've done fantastic. You know what you're doing. You've got a few races under your belt now, so that's just going to be more experience for you. I believe SP and LRS are in there. They're always a threat. Dusty, it doesn't matter. I think, pretty sure we have pretty much the same roster up and down for all 4. They wanted to open it up because it is the first time we've had ARCA. We've always been open in the other series. It's just competition, and they're going for numbers, and I believe they got them. I think we can have great races. We just got to make sure those numbers come through.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm currently looking at the ARCA roster, and I think everyone you said is listed. The only driver that I do not see is Dusty in ARCA, but I could be overlooking that, and also it may not be updated. But even if we are looking at overlapping drivers, which in my opinion, trucks, Xfinity, Cup, cool. I know at one point that ARCA was going to be that new driver rule. Like if you're new to the league, you go in the ARCA. I understand why they changed it. I don't really question it, really. I do get it. When it comes to having a big field, everyone's excited and wanting to drive ARCA. The car's amazing. They're fun. They're different. They're exciting. So I do understand why they opened it up, but it definitely leads to, like I was talking about earlier, which drivers is really going to be able to master all four. One thing I definitely am concerned about for you, my brother, because obviously you got all the talent in the world and them thumbs and that mind. It's all there, the talent, the knowledge, all of it. But that's a lot of time having to put in every week to be able to practice all four cars because they're all so different. What do you think actually sets the ARCA car up for you to feel certain people will have success?
Yeah, I mean the ARCA car is a bit tighter. You still get loose off, but most feel you're going to feel like I'm driving a dump truck for the most part. And it's going to be whoever can work on the car to get it to actually just get in the turns perfectly, be able to coast, roll, whatever, and be able to just get back in the throttle before the next guy. So there is a difference. Trucks, they drive like a truck. I mean, you're not going to have the greatest turn radius. It's not going to happen. Xfinity, you're going to be able to turn a lot better than truck and ARCA, but it's going to take a lot of skill, in my opinion. And I know you're shaking your head, but to me, Xfinity cars are the easiest thing I can drive.
That's just because they're tight and you like tight. Now,
Well,
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe neither one of us are. But I feel like the ARCA and the Xfinity car are kind of similar in a way, and they're both just a little bit tighter. And then the truck and the Cups are kind of similar because they're both a little bit on that looser side. That's just what I have found so far. I do believe Xfinity is the tightest of all. Then it goes to ARCA. I would dare say that the trucks, just because they have less power, would be next, and the Cup would be the highest, just due to the power to the wheels. Even though the horsepower doesn't line up with that, but somehow the Xfinity is the slowest car on the game. But sure.
yeah. I mean, no, it's just all about feel. And Xfinity cars have always been my favorite thing to drive. I think it's honestly the best series for the car. Um, I think it's better than Cup in my opinion. I love trucks too. I watch pretty much every race I can. I don't really catch much ARCA. It's just on at weird times that I can't watch it. But watch a lot of Xfinity, a lot of trucks, a lot of Cup. So I'm excited. I get to drive those cars in a game and get to act like it's a job.
Hey, I love it, man, and you're right. And that's one thing that I will give immense credit to the UTLR administration and that league in general. Where the league is so sizable, I believe it's around 70 drivers. I know Alex was on the show and he talked about it, and I believe it's like 74, 76, somewhere around there. That's just impressive, man. And with the UTLR, it is really a team aspect, and there's a lot of work that goes into it. Obviously the administration has done a lot of work to be able to build that side of it, so definitely looking forward to see which teams are actually going to dominate, which would be a discussion point later on as we learn a little bit more who the teams are, what drivers are coming out, who's working together, because I do believe that's something that's very important in this game. Setups make a big difference, even though we're just talking tire pressures and wedge because we're going off presets. It's going to be interesting to see which teams really come out there and show up. Now, looking
And
into the truck
and
series.
just real quick
Oh,
disclaimer when you
yeah.
say setups and like with teams and stuff, no more Mr. Nice Duck. You get nothing. Nobody
Oh.
gets anything from now on. You need to go figure it out. I'm having to go figure it out. Go figure it out. Give your balls a tug. Figure it out.
Atta boy. There we go. Hey, here's the thing, man. When you're dominating everybody, Make them hate you, bro. Just make them hate you, because here's the thing: they can't catch you. So what are they gonna do? They hate you. It's just like real life racing. When somebody's winning, guess what? Magically, people start hating them.
Yeah,
That's just how it is, man.
I
That's
want
just
to
how
hear
it
it.
is.
I want to hear
What?
the booze. Give me the booze. I want
Boom.
all your booze.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's awesome, man. Yeah, everybody's got to get out there and do their work. I know I've put a lot of time in doing work, and in our last race that we did, brother, you were out there, balls to the wall. You were scooting, and I was out there. I was scooting, but I wasn't scooting as good. You put in work, and we had different setups, and yours was just obviously a little bit better, and your thumbs a little bit more talented. But now we are going to go into the truck series. Obviously, the ARC is going to be a wild card, and I do feel like I do have a fair shot out there. But with so much talent there, I look forward to seeing where I really stack up. I think with UTLR, just one little thing on ARC before we move off, I really think they should look into having a rookie series in that particularly, to where they keep it as a first driver, so maybe two separate points. You have the overall points, and then you have the entry points, be it a rookie, first time driver, something like that, separate points. I think that would be a cool way to look into it, because that was the initial goal of the league, and obviously they decided to move off due to the
I'll do
heavy
you one
demand.
better. I'll do you one better. Do that system, but make that your rookie of the year. Keep points all year long, no playoff, nothing. Just
Yeah.
straight out. Whoever does it as a rookie, you win the rookie of the year. You get an automatic spot in cup.
Hey, I
I
love it.
think that's completely fine. So you know what, UTLR admins, SP, LRS, Alex, Crimson. What are you afraid of? Is it too hard? I'll keep up for it if you want.
I
Let's do
love
it.
it. Hey, Flag and Legends Racing Network throwing out some ideas. We'll see if that one sticks. Now, I've been teasing it, I've been saying it, and then I avoided it. I'm back in line, okay? We're going to go into that truck series now, and I believe that's going to be the first duels. I think that's literally tomorrow about this time.
Yeah, it's going to be about this time tomorrow. You see the 34 come from the back to the front.
I would love to tell you, but I'm 13. That's my number. I'm number 13. I don't know how I qualified. Obviously, let's just go ahead and dive into this a little bit. You and I, we're controller racers. That's just the fact. We're both out there using controllers. Obviously, both of us have looked into other avenues, but neither one of us has done that other avenue. I feel like the super speedways have really shown us that the wheel on those has a little bit of an advantage.
Easier to hold a line for sure, not as much flicking around. It also probably helps when you have somebody qualifying you that can push you around for a minute and not say nothing.
Oh, now you don't think that happens. You don't think people would help people.
I like controversy. I'm trying to make it.
Hey, well, here's the thing, man. I guarantee there's not a single person in the league that hasn't had that thought, and I find it hard to believe that that has not
I don't
happened.
think that. I really don't think they would do that. I do think the admin team is great. I'm just giving you some clips. It's funny. Come on.
It is. Oh, that's true. And here's the disclaimer: I've been in a few qualifying sessions. I've been in practice too. At least from Alex's side, I'll give the dude some credit. He's been really strict. He's been really firm. I can't talk about the rest because I ain't been with him. I
And
don't
he's
know.
qualified about 90% of the people. So, I mean, Alex, your hard
That guy
work.
is dedicated.
Yeah, your hard work. Thank you.
Listen, I'll just go ahead and say it because we had the interview. There's a lot of people that say one thing or another about that man. But one thing I know for a fact, and I will say straight up, I've never seen anyone care for anything in gaming as much as he cares about his league. Whether he's right, whether he's wrong, whether he does the best thing all the time or not, that's up to everyone's opinion. But one thing that cannot be debated is there's not an owner out there that cares about their league more than Alex, UTLR Storm.
I can say that. That's fair.
Yeah. So anyway, truck series. Obviously, this is a very, very full series in the league. So there's something about them trucks that a lot of people's loving. I do believe that every seat is full in trucks, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now, I do see that Dusty is for sure in trucks, so that's definitely someone we're going to have to watch, no doubt. And I do know that you're fielding your own team in trucks, so I know you're kind of branching off real quick, you are driving for Trackhouse in the ARCA series. You have agreed to that ride last minute, so that's really cool to see you out there and be your teammate, man.
Yeah, I had to be teammates with my buddies, I guess.
Absolutely. And for those who don't know, a little fun little clip it. Evan, myself, Tristan, and Gabe, which gamer tags are going to be Karam, about 6, obviously your boy Nanners and your boy Ducky. We all, 3 of us work together, and the other one is 15 minutes down the road. So the fact that we're on a team together is really cool because online gaming, you don't get that very often. So that's a really special dynamic.
No, definitely easy to work things out and talk about strategy for sure.
Yeah. Now, going into it though, on the truck series, who do you think's the drivers to watch? Do you think there's somebody that might surprise you in trucks that maybe doesn't surprise you in other ones? I mean, what are you kind of thinking for the truck series?
I mean, my list is pretty consistent. If those drivers are in it, that's who you're going to see up front. Denny's been very impressive in NVRA, so maybe he throws a monkey wrench and he actually goes out there and gets a win. Um, I mean, I'm interested in see how Gabe and Tristan acclimate to the trucks, just knowing like how much time we've put into certain things. Dusty's the guy to beat, man. He's proven it week in and week out for about a year and a half now, so got to go take it.
Which is very true and undoubtful. Dusty is one of the fastest people in the league. There's no argument there. Obviously, you got your team, which is going to be driven by a bunch of rookies, so that's a really awesome thing. Without me being on the team, man, the fact that you went out there, you got some rookies, even if it is your real life friends, that says a lot. There's a lot of teams that, honestly, they're stacked. You look at the Trackhouse crew, and they got 2 separate teams that's going to be filled in 7 drivers, either be affiliate team or main team. So Trackhouse is very well represented out there. That's
Right.
going to be really cool to watch that kind of unfold and see how that operates
We'll see
because you
how
got
well they
7
work together,
drivers.
and we'll see how well they work together. And here's something too. I know that this is probably the biggest field and everything that UTLR's ever put out there, but how many people are going to stick around? When times get tough, people leave.
It's true.
Now, I have had to back out a few times in seasons because I've had some personal stuff going on. It happens. I'm not going to say anything bad about that. But you're going to have somebody that sees that they're getting their butt kicked. How long are they going to get their butt kicked for?
No, that's very true and definitely something to watch. As for who I think is the most stacked team, I'll see what your opinion is, but from what I've seen and what I know, Trackhouse is the biggest in trucks, but potentially the most powerful team is going to be SP Motorsports. They consist of Tomato, SP, Clean, and LRS.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard team to knock off. That's probably your best team in total talent wise. Tomato's great, Clean's great, SP's great, LRS Cup champion, SP won trucks last year. LRS has won trucks before, so got a lot of history there, a lot of talent. Going to be hard to beat, but there's a doctor and there's a duck. And there's
Ain't
about
quite.
6.
Oh.
There's some carom. We're going to give
Hey,
them.
quick question, fun fact. Do you know what a carom is?
I do not.
So, carom is a pull term.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. But we'll let you all kind of research that and see how interested you are. But carom is a type of shot in the game of pool. Anyone who sends a comment, be it a link to what a carom is, explaining the carom in the comment section, you have a free invite to be on the Lagging Legends Network within the next 2 weeks. So go ahead and see if you want to be part of the show. Maybe we ain't mentioned you. Maybe you want to talk. Maybe you want to talk smack. Who knows? Just go ahead and find out what that is. Comment it below, and you'll be on the show.
Even if you want to tell Ducky he's stupid, hop
Well, I
on
mean,
here.
I definitely like
We,
doing that. Hey, Ducky,
yeah.
you stupid.
Hey, Doc,
Yeah.
it's been about 2 weeks and I haven't been beaten, so I need somebody to figure it out. So if you can talk after that.
Well, I won't get to talk very long because beating you is a very hard task. I'm still trying to figure out how to consistently be in top 5, and at that point, once I figure that out, then I'm going to have to figure out how to get top 3, and then I'm going to have to figure out how to get on that podium. So I got some time to wait, I suppose.
Many men have tried, very few have succeeded.
Oh yeah, but I will say before we go off the truck series, the dark horse team, in my opinion, is going to be that Legacy Motor Club. It does have INF. It has Dusty. That's two fast cars. One wild card, I think we can all say it here, is going to be Yeti. That guy's he wild, man. He a little wild.
I mean, he's got talent. Just got iron sharpens iron. So we'll see how much knowledge he takes in.
Absolutely. I know he did kind of get the shape of Italy in one league, so we'll see kind of how he bounces back within UTLR. And then finally on their team, we got Noel Mighty. That's a guy that I do not know a whole lot about.
Very good at F2. I think he'll be just fine.
Well, that'll be fun to watch for sure. Obviously, there's more drivers than that. There's other teams to talk about, but only so long in this show, so we got to keep on moving forward. We're going to go ahead and rotate up to the Xfinity Series. I wonder how long they'll keep it Xfinity. Will they do an update? Will they kind of work on that?
It's national for UTLR, but yes, the
Oh,
Xfinity cars, but the national series, yes.
okay. Well, see, I didn't know that. So there we go, guys. It's the National Series in UTLR. So it's time for old Nanners to go ahead and start figuring that part out, ain't it? National Series in the Under the Lights Racing League is also very freaking stacked. This is the one that surprised me the most because, honestly, in my opinion, I'd rather drive the Cup car than Xfinity, but I know you can't get in the Cup unless you have lower series experience, but also the ARCA car is fun, but the ARCA series isn't full. So everyone really gravitated towards that Xfinity series. So seeing that being full is really awesome. And I do see some names here that I did not see in other series. So this is going to be a very interesting series.
Yeah. I'm sure Tomato's in it, Clean's in it, I'm sure Dusty, SP, LRS, Edgington. Hell, I could bring out a whole list, but I mean, it's going to be fast. You're going to have to work your butt off.
Yeah, definitely. Now, one thing I do see here, and maybe you can enlighten me because obviously you are an UTLR veteran. I notice on Clater Huey Racing, there is an all star car.
Yeah, they're going to just try to get a talent in and let them showcase their skills. From what I know, so it could be anybody.
Okay. Well, that's a neat concept for sure. I do see here, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like you have an open spot in the Xfinity Series in your number 41 car.
Yeah, we have an open spot in 41. We had some people that said that they were going to race and never got the game. So if you need a
Yeah.
ride and you need something picked up, reach out. I'll give you a shot. I have no problem giving people shots.
Yeah. The only problem is when they race for you, man, they racing for the big dog. They got them heavyweights on their shoulders because the facts are, if you was in that car, that car's probably going to win.
Can't stand the fire. Get out the kitchen.
Fair enough, my guy, and you the chef for the job. So what I'm seeing here, though, is a couple teams. Just to go ahead and highlight a couple drivers that I don't know anything about to kind of see if you have much idea on them because we have not mentioned them. Maybe they're new, maybe they're not, but they're names that, again, this series is full of drivers that I'm just not familiar with.
Right.
So going into the start of it, obviously I have not seen a couple of these, like we were saying. Like I see back 95 Shanks. Nope.
I
Okay.
don't know. I haven't raced with the man. I'm sure since he got a ride and he's in here, he's been tested out. He may be a friend of somebody, but I'm sure he has his own skill set, and we'll see how well he does.
Of course, yeah, man. Fair enough. KL Bar 10, never heard of them.
I'm going to revert to the last comment just made.
Yeah, that's fair enough, man. I'm just going through to see if you got context to add because, again, I know some of them, but these I don't. I got a full team here that I've never heard of, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I think this says SS Greenlight Racing. It's cut off at the top for me. I got JDS, Marsh Hawks, and Smoking 1400.
I guess they're smoking. I mean, welcome to the league. Thank you for joining.
Fair enough.
Wish you nothing but the best.
There we go. I mean, at least we're both in agreement. This is a wild card series because we don't know who most of these guys are. Then we got Iron Man. We got Knockdown, which I've seen Knockdown a little bit. I've seen him on the
Shout
radio
out
side.
Tip Duncan. Shout out Tip Duncan. Love that man.
Tip Duncan. Well, sure, we'll go with it. I don't know
Tip.
who he is, so
It's good old Tip. You got to meet Tip.
yeah. Does he like Duncan?
Look, that man on a 2K court, rebound, put back up, rebound, dunk in your face, hit a jump shot, big fundamental. Tip Duncan. That's my guy.
Well, if I ever play 2K, I'm going to be like, yo, man, I need to find this Tip Duncan guy. I need some help. Then we go down the roster a little bit, and I see one name here that I have seen is H.D. Strider, but I
Love that
have
man.
not.
Love that
Not
man.
from what I can tell. Fast driver, man.
That's my favorite driver.
That's your favorite driver?
That's my favorite driver.
Well, brother, I guess you're going to really struggle whenever you say, I beat your favorite driver. Which one? You'd be like, mine. I'd be like, what?
I beat all of them. I mean, hey, 2 weeks in a row, we're going to go for 3.
Absolutely, man. But his teammate is the High Road and Comp VX10K. Do you know them guys?
I don't know that guy. I know High Road. High Road's going to miss Daytona, but we're going to make sure High Road is on the track with us very soon.
Oh, well, fair enough. Well, hopefully he's able to take the high road and get back. Going into DGM Racing, I've never heard of Fused Lemon or Lancer GG.
GG's, man. And a
Yep,
lemon.
good.
What if I
And then
wanted to be
finally,
a lime?
that's pretty rough, man. If you wanted to be a lime, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, he's a lemon, so
He's fused with something, so maybe he's lemon lime soda.
he might be the tastiest beverage.
Maybe, but I don't think you would necessarily agree. If I put some cherry in that beverage, and all of a sudden you're like, I don't want it.
The only thing cherry I like, sir, is a good old cherry slush from Sonic. That's it.
Reasonable. Ended off though with the names I haven't seen yet, that haven't been said. We got Dixie Devil, we got Kaysen and Alpha York, 3 guys. I believe they're new to the league too. So, what do you think about all these drivers we haven't heard of in the Xfinity series?
They're going to get acclimated pretty quick. Life
What's
comes
the
at you
first lesson they're
fast.
going to learn?
Life comes at you fast.
And so does Ducky.
Call your line. Make sure that you're staying where you need to be. If you think you have it, make sure you have it. Especially here at Daytona, make sure that you are letting off at the right time, not just slamming people. We've preached this to the choir for I don't know how long. I just need people to start listening.
Yeah, and one thing that I can add, because obviously I'm newer to the league. Technically, I'm brand new. This is my first start in UTLR other than the Clash disaster. But,
Caution 350.
going into this, I feel like this is some advice that I can give everybody and know that there is merit to it. And it's one thing that I've learned racing in one league coming over to this one, and it's this. It takes a lot of laps to make a friend. It makes one lap to make an enemy. Be smart. Be careful. It's Daytona. The draft comes fast. Be smart. You don't have to make that move. You will have a chance to make it later. I don't care if you're in second, first, 10th, 15th. 5 to go, you probably still got the same chance to win.
As long as you're in the lead pack and you ain't doing stupid stuff, you're fine. You can't win at lap 1. You can't win at lap 2. So on and so forth. You can only win it on the last one. That's when you make a move, and it's probably going to be some idiotic moves, but that's okay. I make them too.
Yeah, we all do. None of us are immune of making dumb moves. I mean, that's just a fact. We're all going to make a move that we're going to look back and be like, darn it.
Unless you're
Hopefully,
Tomato, I haven't seen that man make a mistake many times. Very minimal.
hey, shout out to Tomato then. But one thing about a bad move, most of the time, you can choose to hit the brake and correct it. A bad move is only a horrible move when it wasn't stopped when you realized it was a bad move. So let's try to be smart. Let's try to put on some good racing. Obviously, the Clash was not great, but this is a new leaf, new step, new chance, new opportunity. But with that being said, it's time to go into the meat and potatoes. It's time to go into the elite of the elite. UTLR offers what may be the greatest competition in the Cup Series and Xbox League racing. There may be someone else out there that's giving it a run for its money, man, but that's going to be hard to imagine because this field is absolutely deep. I'm talking Mariana Trench deep. You can go from who you think's going to finish first to 10th, and there's a chance they could win the chip. Real talk, Ducky, what is your thoughts going into this duel in Daytona in the Cup Series?
Please God, don't be anything like the Clash. That's my exact thoughts. Um, I know it can be tough at times. There's a lot of us. Just give some space. We can put on a great show. Like, there's no reason that we should have more than 3 cautions. It is a plate track. It's a duel. We're not really running for points. We're just running for a starting position, right? So take your time. Be patient. See who you can work with. See what works well. Branch out. Try to find somebody that you could be fast with. It's okay.
I think the big dynamic of this race, which is going to make it even more interesting, but also a little bit higher volatility, is the fact that this is, other than the Clash, which we've seen what happened there, but this is yet again another race that offers open administration and entry. There's going to be a lot of drivers that's not full-time Cup Series, and they're going to be out there trying to prove a point and with nothing to lose. So I'm very interested to see how patient the full-time drivers are versus how impatient the non-full-time drivers are, who really again have nothing to lose.
I can really tell you that for me, I don't care about any lap but the last one. So if I'm just riding, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure I get to the lead pack. I'm going to settle in, get all nice and snug. I'm going to have a snuggie on. It's going to be a little cold for me, you know. It's fine. You literally can make best friends that are going to help you in like 2 weeks when we actually have the main race versus the duels. Or you're going to piss a lot of people off. And I promise you, when you go high, you're going to be left out to dry.
Yeah, and that happens quickly. But the worst thing, going high being left out to dry, I don't know. But if you get stuck in the middle without a fiddle, you are really hurting because watching everybody go by you and you having to hold that line to a T or you're about to take out a bunch of people, that's a rough place to be. So be smart, be patient. Obviously, there's a lot of talent in this league. We can go all the way through these names, who's the favorite, who's not. It's the duels with all that talent, plus with that much wild cards of drivers who isn't full time. I don't think there's any predicting what's about to happen in this.
I can predict it.
Oh, okay.
I got a spoiler for you, actually.
Okay, we got a spoiler alert here. Everybody, let's get ready for a big old spoiler.
4 times. You know what? There's 5 races technically this week. You're going to get to hear the words, I beat your favorite driver. No, but for real, if you're in the top 5, you have a shot. So if 2 to go, you're in the top 5, you have a chance. You don't have a chance if you're the wreck behind because you wanted to go 4 wide in the first 5 laps.
Mm-hmm.
Just settle
I think
out. Let things happen.
one thing that's very peculiar that we're going to be looking at is I don't know if the administrations came out yet and made any adjustments to the way they do cautions. I know
Nope.
previously there was no cautions with 5 to go, which on a super speedway is very daunting. 5 to go, no cautions. You wreck 10 cars and
Well,
too bad.
they're going to have the cautions on. So
Yeah,
it's no manuals. So you're going to get overtime. Just be in the just hopefully on a restart you're on the bottom, top 5, good to go.
yeah. That's really what's going to come down to because that's going to make it very very wild. I mean not non-manual cautions. how many times is it going to take to make it around Daytona? It's like the commercials. Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Let's see. A 1, a 2, a 3. Are we going to get to the finish? That's going to be very wild. Or are they just going to call the race again after a caution?
That's why you just need to be in the top 5 with 2 to go.
Hey, that's a very fair point, man. Well, looking into it, obviously, again, we're going to be going Truck Series tomorrow. Hey, we got a kitty alert! Brr, brr, brr. I love kitties. Look at that tushy.
This is Sonny.
Hey, Sonny. Who's Sonny's favorite driver?
Me. No,
It's
me.
Doc. No, it's Doc.
Sonny says she likes winners. Ain't that right?
Oh, that's just mean. But that's a fair statement. Obviously, just to go ahead and repeat it, guys, just one more time for those who may have missed it. Maybe you skipped through, you want to talk about Cup and not another. One thing we are going to do is a fun little segment. If you want to be part of the Lagging Legends Network and you want to be on, it could be the speed report, it could be a post-race, pre-race, just depending on what works out schedule-wise for us. We'll try to get it done within the next 2 weeks. Comment below what a carom shot in pool is. You have to either send a video link demonstrating or a good explanation of what a carom is in pool. From that point forward, you will be one of the following entries in the Lagging Legends Network.
I'll do
Mr.
you one
Ducky.
better, too. I'll give you one more opportunity to get on, too. If you can tell me
Okay.
who finished 41st in the 2007 Daytona 500, I don't even need to look it up. But if you can comment that, you can get on here and you can berate me and tell me how bad I suck.
I like that. I'm sure there's a lot of people lined up to do that just in itself. But Ducky, do you have any closing thoughts? Anything else you'd like to add? I mean, obviously a lot of racing coming up this week, man. This is just one show to try to cram a lot of it in.
Yeah, no, all 4 series. Good luck. Have fun. Make sure you're driving as clean as possible. Doing everything you can not to prevent cautions. But get better each day. Don't settle for being 10th. If you're finishing 10th, top 5. If you're finishing top 5, top 3. Just get better each day. And don't not show up to the hard tracks. Yes, road courses suck. I used to hate them. I love them. I know I'm not the best, but I enjoy trying to get better each week. That's why I did F2. I'm terrible at F2. I'm so bad. But I'll get better
He is the
each time I
best.
go out. I'm very bad. I can't do open wheel. I'm a stock car driver. I'm not an open wheel guy, but I try and I go out and put forth effort. That's all this league asks for is just effort.
You know, I do got to say, brother, obviously on a stock car track, you're dominant. And this is just going into a little bit something. We're at the end of the show. At this point, we're kind of just rambling anyway. But I do got to say, because I do respect you a lot, whether it be on track, off the track. Obviously, in a stock car, there's no one that I could say is better than you. But the humbleness of this guy, whenever he brought me into the F2 league in UTLR, this dude was running in the back. He was trying to stay out of the way, trying not to cause any problems, just happy to be out there. This guy can win any day on a NASCAR game. Went on F2 and he told me, dude, just race right, race smart, be out there. We're not going to be fast. We're not going to be the best. Let's just have fun. So definitely mad respect to that. And that's what a lot of drivers need to do at Daytona and these duels in the main race. Guys, a lot of us are not out there to win. I'm not out there planning on winning. I'm new to this. I feel good. I feel like it could happen. But we need to make sure we're doing our part to represent UTLR well, clean racing, put on a good product, and improve ourselves. I promise you, nobody's getting any better if you wreck.
Pizza party from Ducky if we have less than 5 caution each race.
Well, how are we going to enforce that pizza party? You going to buy everyone a pizza?
I will send you a virtual slice.
I love it. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you all tuning in to the Lagging Legends Racing Network. This has been a flash UTLR pre-race report because, again, big news. They decided to add it for all 4 series. Again, I want to say that I do support that decision. I think it was very, very wise, very, very smart. So kudos to the administration. Hopefully we have better racing at Daytona than we did at North Wilkesboro. Guys, looking forward to watching this action come through.
And stay tuned to the next speed report, because the other league might have some big news.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, the rumblings underneath, they got a pretty huge announcement to make. So make sure you're tuning in to all future episodes. We really do appreciate you guys being here, trying to grow the show. I've never done this before, but I am going to take a moment and say it because it is true, guys. Please, from the bottom of a nanner's heart and a ducky's heart, please, if you've got any entertainment, help us out. Hit that like button. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. You're coming here every week and watching anyway. It helps us so much.
If I have ever given you a setup, you are forced to hit that follow button and subscribe.
I love
Drop
it.
a like.
And guys, please, I'm telling you, this is how it's going to work. I'm telling you, if you can send a comment on a show, one, we'll respond, but two, if you have a question, we will put it in future shows. So help us help you. Help us give the content that you're wanting. Guys, we have not asked this yet because we're still out there learning and figuring it out, but the facts are we're going to learn and figure it out a lot more with your help. So please, help us with the algorithm. Help us with the content. Engage. Have fun. This
Give us
show
ideas.
is for the drivers.
Yeah, give us ideas. We would love to have ideas.
Hey, at the end of the day, we're covering two amazing leagues. Whether you're in UTLR or you're in NVRA, come in, show support, not for us necessarily, we would appreciate it, but for the league. Give the league content. We're here for you. There is no show if you guys don't show up. That's just the fact. So thank all of you who do watch all the time. Thank you for everyone who does take the time to hit that button. If you already have, thank you so much. Guys, but for this episode of the Speed Report, Ducky, Nanners, out!
Thank you.